Hey, internet video watchers, Mickey P here, and we're having a look today at Wing Commander 4, The Price of Freedom, which hopefully should be a bit more interesting than all these Sierra game boxes I've been looking at, because it's from a different company, and this is actually, I think, a pretty cool package anyway, even just as a standard box type edition. So earlier I did look at Wing Commander 3, which was the fancy film tint edition. This is not as fancy, but I think it's a cool package. And I'll show you what it's got inside in a bit. But let's have a look at the outside. We've got nice photo art of Luke Skywalker and the bad guy from Star Trek 7, because it's an interactive movie, which is almost as meaningless a statement as 3D animated adventure game if I think about it. But yeah, Origin was big on this concept, and it's got live-action cutscenes, which actually aren't terrible, which is an unusual example in the genre of games with live-action cutscenes, because mostly they're awful. But yeah, got a little thing there telling you to ask about Origin's official guide, because they seem to be under the impression that EB would just try and upsell you on it anyway. I don't know. And it's got the designer's name on the bottom, a Chris Roberts game. And of course he's now better known for Star Citizen, which is a big, huge can of worms. Yeah, got the Origin Interactive Movie logo there, because they were really big on pushing that as a brand. And there's some weird text above it, which says, surface ground biological hazard risk. I guess it's supposed to be some sort of flavor text for whatever this packaging is supposed to look like. Anyway, this is the front, this is the back, and if it focuses, I can then show you what's on the back. And apparently you're supposed to believe it, because the best interactive movie has just gotten better. And yeah, actually, most of the cutscenes, most of the screenshots are from the cutscenes. They're not even in-game screenshots. They were really big on the whole, it's got live-action video. I mean, the trailer, they did a trailer for this game, looks like a movie trailer. But it's still a game, so it's got a bullet point list of features. Ensemble cast of favourites, including Mark Hamill, Malcolm McDowell, John Rhys-Davies, and Tom Wilson, bracket as Maniac, close bracket. I guess his agent must have got him the have to put who he's playing in brackets thing. Apparently that's a thing, like the and so-and-so as so-and-so is one of the valuable things. Like, yeah, film credits are an interesting thing, because there's like top billing before the title, then that last one. But speaking of film credits, let's look down the bottom. We've got starring Mark Hamill, Tom Wilson, John Rhys-Davies, Jason Bernard, Robert Lucer, and Malcolm McDowell as well, so it's not even consistent about who gets that billing. But yeah, it's a movie, it's got actors in it, except it's still a video game. But yeah, and I hate my camera's autofocus, and there it goes. Yeah, it's pretty plain back of the box, and got a copyright thing, which if you look closely, like, it's got mentions of Electronic Arts, because they bought Origin by now, and probably thanks to them they could afford to do a game like this. Anyway, this is actually a slip thing, and underneath there's a less interesting but possibly more classy front cover. I don't know if you like this sort of minimalist thing. Maybe that makes more sense with the weird text stuff there. I don't know. Back is the same. Anyway, what we're all really here for is system requirements, if they want to focus. Yeah, we apparently require DOS 5 or higher, and 8 megs of RAM, and a VGA card, and all that, and sound blasters, and recommended a Pentium, yeah. And it's got Dolby Surround, if you, for some reason, had your 90s PC hooked up to your home theater receiver, I guess. Yeah. So this is a sticker. I don't know if they did other releases of the game. I guess the Mac version, but they could reuse the same box. Yeah. Anyway, inside of the box. It's still not focusing, but if I hold things close, that'll be fine. Here's the discs themselves in this kind of interesting holder, which has the, no, it's like pages and plasticky stuff. 6 discs in total, and the play guide, which is sized like CD booklet, because that's how they were doing manuals this time. They were mostly just doing things that you could stick in your CD case, because it makes sense, and Ranger manual was just this dinky little thing. This is the play guide menu, I guess, whatever that means. I guess the idea is it's the how to play the game sort of manual. But yeah, 6 discs manual. I'm not sure why there's an extra slot for a disc that isn't actually got anything in it. It's a mystery. Put that neatly away. And we'll see what else is in here. Here we are. First interesting thing. The Price of Freedom. Wondering what this is? It's the first chapter of the novel, and if you're wondering what that beeping is, that's my dishwasher. Because I'm super organised about how I film it. Anyway, first chapter of the novelisation of the game, which I did have once, but I unfortunately lost, which is kind of sucked, because it's now impossible to find. Yeah. Novelisation of the game, and credits in the back. And, I don't know, how's this read? Major Tom Vale toggled his navigation plot to the Nephiel system and smiled in satisfaction as the system diagram appeared on his heads-up display. The convoy, made up of 3 small freighters and his escort of 4 Hellcats, would arrive at the jump point late, but well within acceptable parameters. Unless, of course, one of the old transports blew another engine. That kind of delay would kick his entire schedule into a cocked hat. I have no idea what that means. What the hell is a cocked hat? Well, I guess it's got the same quality of writing as most tie-in novelizations. There's more manuals. This is the, I guess, the technical manual. It has the helpful list of what this box is supposed to contain. Very useful if you're buying something on eBay and want to make sure that you're not missing anything. Yeah. How to install on Windows and DOS. So this release of the game was actually a DOS version, but they were very you can just reboot into DOS mode to play it, because Windows 95 was kind of getting there for gaming, but not quite yet. So this is basically the DOS release. They did do a later patch and later re-releases that would run natively in Windows 95 with DirectX, and I guess that's helpful for people with more recent machines where you can't really boot into DOS, but might not be powerful enough to run an emulator. Yeah. Anyway, it's technical. It's how to fix if my audio doesn't work. Another thing we've got. Reference card. What does all this buttons do? As being a proper spaceship flying around game, there are a million keyboard combinations, and that's probably one of the reasons why they don't make these games anymore. Because all games have to be playable on a controller, so you can sell them on console. Although there were console releases of these on like PlayStation, possibly Sega Saturn, so must be possible. And that means there's no reason why they can't make more Wing Commander games. Except that Luke Skywalker's too expensive these days. Read me now for updated information about Wing Commander 4. Corrections. Oh no, we printed the manual but got something wrong, we'd better change it. Yeah. Registration card, never sent off. Do you get anything if you send it up? Oh, return cards automatically enter to win something cool for EA. Might be a free game, a hat, a t-shirt, whatever we come up with. So, you get entered in a contest. And, yeah. Even small print guaranteeing that they'll do it? No. Yeah. Registration cards. And, also we have a catalogue. You could get expensive prints of the artwork and t-shirts and hats and same shit for the previous game. Yeah, merchandising. And nowadays you see a wall full of bloody pop vinyl Funko figures of all the characters in games, but back then, t-shirts, exciting. And there's this card. I don't know what this is from, if there's like some sort of collectible card thing, but even if this came in the box or was just chucked in by the eBay person, but yeah. It's a card. It says beta, and it looks to just be some rocks. I don't understand that. So yeah, that's Wing Commander 4. I do like it, just because it's got like 2 or 3 different manuals in the box, depending how you want to count them. It's cool. It's got lots of bits of paper that I find interesting, even if some of it's crap. But yeah, as I mentioned, there were later releases of this that supported Windows 95 natively, but there was also another interesting release. This one. So this is the DVD version that I believe was bundled with certain MPEG decoder cards. So I may need to explain what MPEG decoder cards were. So when DVD first came out, regular CPUs weren't quite powerful enough to actually decode the video on them. So what you do is you get the DVD drive, and you also get an extra card that contains specialized MPEG decoder hardware to actually be able to watch DVD videos on your computer. And this came with one of those, and actually, until more recent fan patches, required that to run, because it had all of the videos in full DVD quality rather than the compressed 320 by 240 thing. No, I've just knocked the disc itself out. So let's talk about the disc. It's double-sided, because double-sided DVDs were a thing briefly until they realized that you could make dual... I guess it's until they could make dual-layer ones a bit more reliably. But yeah, and because this was just a pack-in bundle thing, it's got the kind of reference card stuff on the back, and there's a PDF on the disc. And of course, the not for resale message, luckily ignored by eBay sellers. So yeah, that's the Wing Commander 4 box and extra disc thing. I do think it's cool because it's actually one of my favourite games as a kid, largely because it's like playing a movie, and you get to fly around spaceships and then watch Mark Hamill and Tom Wilson and Malcolm McDowell and John Rhys-Davies and other actors who are less famous, although one of the actors in this later became famous sort of for being in West Wing as the Chief of Staff, whose name I'm forgetting. And I think one of the minor characters actually became the chairman on Iron Chef America. Yeah, I think this is a cool game, and I think it's cool that it's got full motion video live action cutscenes with real actors in it. And I think it's cool that they're not cheesy and awful. And you could play it yourself. You can get this game on GOG. And you find out that the price of freedom is like $6 or whatever they sell it for. Of course, anyone who's played the game will know that the price of freedom is apparently eternal vigilance, which they like to say in the game a lot. Yeah, it's a cool game. Got spaceships. Got a lot of stuff in the box which I like. I'm Mickey P, and thanks for watching.